What is up, my fellow WoW nerds? It's your King of Dork, the Drunken Orc. I decided to go ahead and make another little video today going over some of the changes to talents in Battle for Azeroth, at least as they're shown now in the alpha. Some pretty interesting changes. You'll see some familiar abilities. Let's start here. But what they do is actually a little bit different now. Make myself look a little more even. Just kidding. I'm fine. Uh, um, Things that are now standard. Okay, look, we've got Overpower without having to select it, and we have Sweeping Strikes without having to select it. But Sweeping Strikes is now, it's not passive anymore, and you have to use it prior to actually trying to cleave. So let's go into the actual talents. I think that there's some pretty interesting changes here. First line, you'll instantly know differences or notice differences. So War Machine, that seems like something that we were using for Fury. So cool. But as far as me, I'm going to be playing PvP. I'm probably not going to worry about that because it means I'm going to have to kill something prior to getting its kill something prior to getting its benefit. So yeah, sudden death. This is kind of cool. I have a trinket that lets me do this in PvE right now, where it allows me to use execute. Or legendary. Sorry, Drunken Orc is drunk. This will allow me to use my execute, once it procs on any target, regardless of health, and it'll make it look like I've got 40 Rage to blow on it, so it should hit pretty heavy. That compared to Skull Splitter, which is on demand, I think I'd probably still go with this, because I have to assume, I'd really hope, my execute's going to do more damage than the Skull Splitter at 1,000 plus physical damage. Again, if you haven't noticed, Stat Squish is real. Now my health is at 14,655, so pretty big difference. Next line looks familiar, but you'll notice there's something missing. No more Shockwave, right? So no more AoE stun for Arms Warriors. Instead, you can get this, which is kind of like a mini heal. I'll leave my cursor on it for a moment. You can read it yourself. You don't want to hear me read. I'm just not that good at it. You do still have Stormbolt, though. I'm not sure how I'd be able to get away without taking Stormbolt. If I'm playing Arena, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that for my own little CC. Next line should look pretty familiar again. Avatar, Rend, Trauma. So, right now, Rend is usually the best way to go. I think a lot of Arena warriors will tell you that. It's what I'd be sticking with before. Now, if I'm playing against something that has a lot of pets and I'm going to be able to hit multiple targets at once, I might go Trauma. But if you go Trauma, you're usually going to have to stack with Fervor for Battle. So anyway, we'll get to that part. Here, I guess, this is where I'd probably go to start, unless I find out that it's not doing the damage I want, and then I might start trying Avatar. Next line, again, it should look sort of familiar. Second Wind, we already know, but for PvP, I don't think so. Bounding Stride, maybe if I'm carrying a flag, but I mean, why am I going to carry a flag as an Arms Warrior? And then Defensive Stance. That, to me, is going to be the obvious choice. Collateral Damage, Warbreaker, and Cleave. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. Cleave will actually put deep wounds on the target. So it's kind of, it's going to put the bleeds there. I like that. Warbreaker is going to put, it's going to increase the damage I do to all targets that I hit with it by 30% for 10 seconds. That could be huge for when I'm just trying to burst somebody, blow them up. Collateral damage, when your abilities damage a second target due to sweeping strikes, they refund 20% of their rage cost. God, I hope I'm not going to have to play that way, because that's going to mean that the only reason I do that is if I'm rage starved, and I really hope I'm not going to be rage starved. Next line, Mortal Combo. So this is the Mortal Combo existed before, but take a look. Mortal Strike increases the damage of your next Overpower, Slam, or Execute by 15%. That's pretty cool. I could see that being huge. I'm definitely going to want to be Mortal... if I take this, I'm going to want to use Mortal Strike prior to executing. Fervor for Battle, again, that I'd probably pair with this, because it's going to, I'm going to hit harder on my main target, and I'm going to make them bleed for, all the targets I hit with it. Deadly Calm reduces the rage cost of your abilities by 100% for 10 seconds. So this, combined with this, I could see being pretty good. If you have full rage, or even if you don't have full rage, you can go ahead and pop Avatar with Deadly Calm and go ahead and just use all of your abilities in your rotation to try to burst somebody down. Next line, Anger Management. We already know about that. Then you've got Dreadnought. Dreadnought, so Overpower has 2 charges. That's 2, 1 and 2. 2 charges, and it increases the damage of your next Mortal Strike by an additional 10%. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Because I definitely don't think I'm going to be going Ravager. So that'd probably be the route I go. Cool. So that's my take on them. You know, there's going to be some things I miss, but still I think it might change the way warriors are played, maybe make it a little bit like it used to be. I'm hoping so at least. You know, I miss being able to pop cooldowns and just hack somebody to bits. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post in the comments. And for sticking in this long, give you a special treat and see if the Drunken Orc can take a shot while wearing this ugly costume. This is going to be dumb. So dumb. Okay. 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 Huh? 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 Oh! 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 100 proof. Oh! Oh! Oh, it hurts. Oh, so dumb. So dumb. Oh, thanks, guys. Drunken Orc loves you.